Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. Good morning, farmers. As you can see, we're down to our new plantation. So one thing I did before I started recording, when I saved the previous game, of course it's always nighttime. So what I did was, because I was curious, I said, let me hire a worker to seed this field before I go to bed. So I hired a worker, went to bed for 6 hours, woke up, and it does not really complete the job while you're sleeping. When I woke up, he was still pretty much just started. So if you hire a worker before you go to bed and like sleep for like, I don't know, 10 hours of the day, or if you go to bed at say noon during the day, don't expect to wake up the next day and have all your workers completed their job. At least that's what I found out here anyways. But as you can see this morning, we're going to get back to fertilizing our fields down here. I was having a hard time remembering which ones we've done or haven't done and so on and so forth, so I'll have to check the fields before I do them. This whole cluster of fields has got me confused. So basically our job today on the farm is we're going to fertilize these fields down here that need to be fertilized. Wow, they really need to be cultivated for sure, because I'm just bouncing around everywhere on them. But a few months time we'll get to them. We'll cultivate them ourselves, I think. I've only had one helper cultivate the field, and that's the field he's seeding right now, and he doesn't really, looks like he takes care of the bumps in the field. Oops, I've already been here. Need to move over a lane. So it might be fun when it comes time to harvest these fields. It might be a little bit bumpy, but it is what it is, and when we get to it in 2 months, we'll cultivate these ourselves and take care of all the bumps in them, and we shall be good to go. And you can see it's slowing down my tractor for like 13 kilometers an hour. But it is hard to see where you've been when the crops have already started to grow. So we'll just do the best that we can with what we got. And after we're done fertilizing these fields, I think we're going to help out a neighbor today and go plow someone else's field and get some money and social points. Try to get back some of the money that we spent in all these fields and hiring workers and whatnot. Try to get our money back up. 80%, that's good enough. I don't think I've done this field. Fertilizer, nope, zilch. And you can just see the tractor bouncing up and down in this field as well. So these fields are in dire need of a good cultivating. And then at some point we'll get to the big field. I think I have an idea how I want to tackle it, but I'm not quite sure yet of how, if I'm going to record it or just... I'm not going to record me doing the whole field. My gosh, that video would be forever. So I may just show me plowing the beginning of it and the ending of it or something. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to bring you along for that wonderful journey. But that was the field I bought specifically for workers, and no one wants to work that field. Can't say that I blame them, because I never wanted to work that field. I did it twice. And one time was with the Jack Bear and the original 4-spaded plow. And whoa, that took forever. And around and around we go here. We're already at 59%. Somewhere here. Every time I think I see the line where it bend, I'm not quite sure. But until yesterday, I wasn't sure I could even ride on these crops, so getting some fertilizer on it will be helpful. I am seriously hungry, apparently. Alright, so these 3 fields are done. That's the one we did yesterday. So let's just see here. If we go to said map, that's fertilized. That one is not. That one is not. That one is. And that one is, and that one is. So how much we got in here? 42%. I do believe we will go cover this field over here by the old mill. And then we'll probably have to go back and refill to do these last 2 fields as it is. And he's getting along nicely. FYI, we're planting corn in that field, or maize if you will. Fertilizer on, please. How big is this field? 2.5. Pretty good sized field, actually. Oh, it's so rough going over bumps. Slows you down so much. Alright, back at the farm. As deer disappears. We sort of finished fertilizing that field that we were in. Got up to about 70%. And the fertilizer ran out. So we will have to head back down there again anyways. As we hook up to our magical plow. Maybe. There we go. And today... okay, it must be hungry here. Yeah, pretty much. Hamburger will cover it. There we go. We are gonna head. I did the job that was down here, fix the building, got $720 and 1,500 euro. 720 euros and 1,500 social points. We're gonna head down here and take the job of plowing. So it's almost 2 kilometers away. But I figured we go do that one because I haven't been down that side of the map in a while. So we'll see what's going on. We got the plow hooked up to the tractor now. Let's head over yonder and see what's going on. There are some really good sized fields over there too. Not that I plan on buying any of those anytime soon. Unless they happen to put in a sell point over there somewhere. And we're taking a shortcut because we can. I gotta remember I gotta look for traffic, but I haven't been doing that too much as of late yet. If at all, since it came out, just keep on bowling right through traffic lanes. At least I'm remembering not to drive in anyone's field. Hey, there's traffic over here. Hello, Sophia. How are you doing? I think I can sneak through here. I can. Oh, hello, car. Yeah, I didn't look. Every car seems to be stopping for us. No one can trust me with the plow on the road, I suppose. It has been a while since I've done a plowing job for someone else, so I don't know if the rates have changed at all. Don't think they have. But hopefully we'll get somewhere like 1,000 euros and a couple thousand social points for these fields down here. They have a few fields in the 2 to 3.5 hectare range. They do have a couple small fields as well. But I do like this end of town for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe because I don't come and visit as much. So when I come over here, it looks kind of new and exciting. I have no idea, but maybe someday we'll own the farm down by the beach as well. Did that car just come out of that farm? Oh, I see it. It comes down the road and it turns in. Okay. Peaksville. Yeah, I haven't been here since they renamed the town areas. She or he is around here somewhere. Not in the chicken coop. But over here. This is one of my wife's sisters or cousins too as well. Can kind of tell the resemblance. Hair is a little different. Wait, who's got the... Oh, he does. That's what you wear when you're out in the field working? Alright.
Hi there.
Hello?
Hello.
I am looking for work. Got anything for me?
There's a field nearby that needs plowing. Will you do it?
Hey, you do voice changeovers.
Sounds good. I'll take care of this.
Yeah, hi. Your sister's doing well. Actually, she says she's perfect. Although when she sleeps at night, she looks like she's pregnant. Do you know something I don't know?
Hello there.
Good morning, friend.
You sound like her too.
Nice weather, ain't it?
It sure is.
Thanks. See you around.
I was going to tell her she didn't look well, but... Alright, anywho. Looks like we're actually getting the small... Is that the small field over here? Oh, how nice of you, sir, ma'am. This is a small field. But the price is great. It's only 3/4 of a hectare. But you can see I have plowed it before. But 3/4 of a hectare is not going to take us long. At all. They got some crazy drivers around here. I mean, when those cars come off that way, they just swerve right into the other lane. That guy's in a sinkhole. What's up with that? Sir? You seem to have a problem here. Usually April is a muddy season, but it hasn't rained here at all, so what happened? I better get out of the way. Yeah, sir, I'm not sure what happened to him at all. Looks like he has a problem with the rear axle. And you seem to be sliding sideways. Well, I'm calling the cops on that one, dude. That's totally your fault. Hey, I better get the heck out of here. I don't even want to be involved. I don't want to be there when the cops show up.
One day, it'll be all different. Thank you. Here's something for you.
Well, thank you.
Amen to that.
Exactly.
Just what I was thinking.
Well, looks like the traffic cleared up. So the question is, where are we headed now? I don't think I want to go that way where the traffic's going. Not a great job when it's not your field and you just need to get 96% done. You just kind of go, it's good enough. It's good enough. Plow the field. Where? Oh, they must be fishing. How big are their fields? And what time is it? Oh, okay. 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 Somewhere up in that area. I'll bring you back when I get up there because that's going to be a little bit of a journey. Finally coming up to our destination. Originally they were at the lake probably fishing, but now they're over here. Question is, where are they going to send us? Probably that woman running away right there, that one that has a job. Nope. Yeah, pull that weed up. Thank you.
Care to talk?
Good evening, friend.
Is there something I can help you with?
There's a field nearby that needs plowing. Will you do it?
Let's see what your price is. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Don't care how big the field is.
Sounds good. I'll take care of this.
Where are we going? That way, apparently. So it took us about an hour to go from one job on that side of the map to here. And it'll probably take us a good few hours to do this field, I would assume, for that price. This is going to be like a 2¼ hectare field-ish. It is this field right here, I would assume. Yeah, 2¼ So it'll probably take me about 3 in-game hours to do this field, but for that price, I have no problem for that. So while I'm doing this, what's our IR guy doing? So he must have finished that field. No, I don't want to. 100% maize. Yeah, so he's done down there. He, she, whoever. So we got a few fields of fertilized down there at some point. And of course we got that big field to tackle at some point as well. And then for about 2 months we'll be doing other people's jobs. Oh good, there's nothing planted in the field ahead of us as well, so I can turn around in that field without having to worry about ruining their crops. But I am hoping at some point to be able to do a cultivating job. I've yet to do one, other than our own. It is a little bit more difficult plowing a field that hasn't been cultivated since you last plowed it. It can make you get dragged to the right or left and bounce around a little bit, but like I said before, not as bad as it used to be, so I can live with that. Just a few more passes and we'll be done with this job for who's the job for? Becky. Kind of forgot who we took the job from. Now I did try to be a little bit sly. I basically went to the map and tried to see if I could hire someone to plow this field, but that's a no-go. So because the game kind of sees this as your field when you're doing a job for someone, so I'm like, you know, if I can hire someone to plow this field for like 1,000 euros and I get paid 2,200 plus social points for it, I'll hire someone to do it and just, you know, I have no problem losing the money on it and just getting the social points and getting it done. I mean, I could do like 4 jobs at one time. But no, they thought about that apparently. But no sense of hurting trying to see if that's something in the game, but it didn't work for me anyways. But it didn't seem like it took me that long to actually plow the field. I think in real time it took me about 20 minutes. But it doesn't seem as long as when you're actually getting paid to do the field along with social points, rather than when you do your own field. I don't know, for me it just seems longer when I'm doing my own fields than when I'm doing someone else's field. I don't know. Just me. We'll be somewhere near 96%. Yep. So this probably should be the last time we have to go down the field, I hope. She'll ding here in a second. There she goes. And I can't help but always finish the strip that I'm on. I don't know why. Probably a little my OCD kicking in. There we go. Let's go talk to Becky and get her our payment. I also find it kind of weird. I was realizing coming up to this side of the field that I usually drive with my plow on this side. Yeah, I keep forgetting about traffic. Because the wheel's there, so I figure, you know, if you hit any dips, the wheel will go down and, you know, protect the road, protect your plow and the wheel. But when you're driving on the right hand side of the road, that means your plow's sticking out further, so really going down the road you should have the plow like this. I think that'd be my opinion anyways. Let's go get our payment.
Thank you. Here's something for you.
Oh, thank you. That's a lot of social points. Alright, let's head back to the farm. What time is it? Wife will probably be in bed time we get back. I want to get the star off the map as well. So yeah, this guy finished sowing the field. Like I showed you earlier, he got to 100% actually. This field here, where's the field I hired him to do before? Only got to 99%. But I was actually watching him do it and he was there, so maybe that kind of glitched it from not doing it 100%. And I like that 1% is going to make a huge difference to our bank account at this point. But let's head back to the farmstead. Wait for the traffic to go by. Yeah, I got my lights on. You should have yours on. Just saying. It does feel good to be getting back and doing some work for other people. After spending well, it was actually longer than 3 weeks because in the fall, like the last 2 or 3 weeks, we prepped the fields for the winter harvest, and in the first 3 weeks of this year, we harvested our own fields again. So it's been a while, it seems like. There's the old Jack Bear. One thing I had noticed since the patch came out is I haven't heard the train whistle as much. And now we know the trains went by. We're going to zoom right through here. But I sure wish I could buy an extra big plow because I would leave that down at the other field. Or the other fields, I should say. For some reason, we're able to buy 3 brand new cultivators, but only 1 plow. I guess I could buy a new cultivator and leave it down there at someone's barn. Maybe Allison could ask someone down there, because that's where she was. That's where she used to live. Maybe park a cultivator down there. We'll just have like helpers plow the field. We'll cultivate behind them. Because as we see, when they cultivate it, it doesn't seem to take out the plow marks. And I usually would have done that cultivating job myself, but had to test it out to see how they did. I'm not sure I trust the other drivers in the game at this point. No, the wife is still out somewhere. I'll cut in front of this car to our parking lot. Lower the plow. We'll wash this off. Don't really need to refill it with fuel. Actually, I probably should check to see how much fuel we got left in the shed. I think at one point I bought like 7,000 liters of fuel. So I can imagine we still got lots left. Fuel in stock. I still got for 7,000. 4,000. Wash it up. Hopefully the wife is not behind me. Oh, now the wife's in bed. Nice clean tractor all set for tomorrow. So the only thing we got left to do down here, yeah, so I got that to 66%, but I need to go back down and fertilize this field, and of course this small field here. And then what I'll do is after I do those two, we'll try to top off this field just a little bit with what we got left. Yeah, harvest, so we can't fertilize it. Yeah, why not? We'll just keep trying it. Of course not. You know, maybe I'll fall off my chair if I click on it again. It'll say, "Oh yeah, help is on the way." I'll be like, "Oh really?" But I think that's going to do it for today on the farm. Come over here to the fire, next to the boars and the deer. And that's where we call it an episode. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. And I shall see you in the next one. Have a good one.